Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradari, Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana, Yamuna Tiravanachari, Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana, Yamuna Tiravanachari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishwapraya Krishna Mastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharne Nirvishesha Srinivadi Pasitade Satarne. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Giridhar Shivasari Gauravata Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Continuing on, reading from Bhagavad-Gita As It Is. You should be reading from Bhagavad-Gita every day. If you're not reading from Bhagavad-Gita every day, and if you're not chanting Hare Krishna every day, at least to some degree, then you're just sabotaging yourself. So stop sabotaging yourself, because every activity that you do is either serving you or it's sabotaging you. Okay, so text 8. Bhavan Bhishmash Cha Karnash Cha Kripash Cha Samitanjaya. Ashvatama Vikarnash Cha Samadhitis Tataiva Cha. Bhavan, yourself. Bhishma, grandfather Bhishma. Cha, also. Karna, Cha and Kripa. Cha and Samitinjaya, always. Victorious in battle. Ashvatama. Vikarna. Cha, as well as. Cha, as well as. Cha, as well as. Samadati, the son of Samadatta. Tata, and as. Eva, certainly. Cha, and. Cha means and in Sanskrit. I got that one. Yeah. Translation: there are personalities like yourself, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashvatthama, Vikarna, the son of Samadatta, called Bhurishrava, who are always victorious in battle. Duryodhana mentioned the exceptional heroes in the battle, all of whom are ever victorious. Vikarna is the brother of Duryodhana. Ashvatthama is the son of Dronacharya. Samadati, or Bhurishrava, is the son of the king of the Balikas. Karna is the half-brother of Arjuna, as he was born of Kunti before her marriage with King Pandu. Kripacharya married the twin sister Dronacharya. Text 9. Anye cha baha shura. Mad arte twatva jivita. Nana shastra praharana. Surve yuda vishara rada. Anye, many others. Cha, also. Bhava, in great numbers. Shura, heroes. Mad arte, for my sake. Twakta jivita, prepared to risk life. Nana, many. Shastra, weapons. Prahara, na, equipped with. Survey, all of them. Yuda, battle. Vishrada, experienced in military science. There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. All of them are well equipped with different kinds of weapons, and all are experienced in the military science. Purport: As far as the others are concerned, like Jayadratha, Kritavarma, Shalya, etc., all are determined to lay down their lives for Duryodhana's sake. In other words, it is already concluded that all of them would die in the battle of Kurukshetra for joining the party of the sinful Duryodhana. Duryodhana was, of course, confident of his victory on account of the above-mentioned combined strength of his friends. Text 10. Aparyaptam tad ashmakam, balam bhishma birakshitam, paryaptam trudim itesam, balam bhima birakshitam, aparyaptam, immeasurable, tat, that, ashma, kam, of ours, balam, strength, bhishma, by grandfather Bhishma, abhirakshitam, perfectly protected, paryaptam, limited, to, but, idam, all these, itesham, of the Pandavas, balam, strength, bhima, by bhima, abhirakshitam, carefully protected. Our strength is immeasurable, and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma, whereas the strength of the Pandavas, carefully protected by bhima, is limited. Purport. Herein, an estimation of the comparative strength is made by Duryodhana. He thinks that the strength of his armed forces is immeasurable, being specifically protected by the most experienced general, grandfather Bhishma. Okay, to be continued, my friends, to be continued. Now we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Okay. Canto 1, Chapter 7. We are in text 15, translation. Mata, the mothers, Shishunam, of the children, Nidanam, massacre, Sutanam, of the sons, Nishamya, after hearing Goram ghastly, Paritapyamana, lamenting, Tara, at that time, Arudat, began to cry, Vashpa Kala Akula Akashi, with tears in the eyes, Tam, her, Sanfayan, pacifying, Aha, said, Kirit Tamali, Arjuna, translation. Draupadi, the mother of the 5 children of the Pandavas, after hearing of the massacre of her sons, began to cry in distress with eyes full of tears. Trying to pacify her in her great loss, Arjuna spoke to her thus. Text 16. Tada suchaste pramrim jami badre, yad brahma bando shira atha tayina, gandiva uktir vishikar uparai, trakramya yat Snasyasi Dagda Putra. Tada, at that time only, Shucha, tears and grief, te, your Pramrijami shall wipe away, Badre, O gentle lady, yet when Brahma Bando of the degraded Brahmana, Shira head, Atatayina of the aggressor, Gandiva Muktai, shot by the arrow named Gandiva, Vashikai, by the arrows, Apare, shall present to you, Twa, yourself, Akramya, riding on it, yet which, Sannyasi, take your bath, Dagda Pura, after burning the suns. O gentle lady, when I present you with the head of that Brahmana, after beheading him with the arrows from my Gandiva bow, I shall then wipe the tears from your eyes and pacify you. Then, after burning your sons' bodies, you can take your bath standing on his head. Purport. An enemy who sets fire to the house, administers poison, attacks all of a sudden with deadly weapons, plunders wealth, or usurps agricultural fields, or entices one's wife is called an aggressor. Such an aggressor, though he be a Brahmana or a so-called son of a Brahmana, has to be punished in all circumstances. When Arjuna promised to behead the aggressor named Ashvatthama, he knew well that Ashvatthama was the son of a Brahmana, but because the so-called Brahmana acted like a butcher, he was taken as such, and there was no question of sin in killing such a Brahmana son who proved to be a villain. Text 17. Iti priyam valgu vichitra jalpai sanbayit bachuta mitra ushuta anvadravad damshita ugra danva kapi dradro guru putram ratena. Iti thus priyam unto the deer, valgu sweet, vichitra variegated, jalpai by its statements, Sa he sanva sattva yitva, satisfying, achuta mitra sutta. Arjuna was guided by the infallible Lord as friend and driver. Anva Dravat followed. Damshita, being protected by Kavacha, Ugra Danva, equipped with furious weapons. Kapi Dwaja, Arjuna, Guru Putram, the son of the martial teacher. Ratena, getting on the chariot. Translation. Arjuna, who is guided by the infallible Lord as friend and driver, thus satisfied the dear lady by such statements. Then he dressed in armor and armed himself with furious weapons, and getting into his chariot, he set out to follow Ashvatthama, the son of his martial teacher. Text 18. Tam apatantam sa vilakshya durat kumara hadvigna mana ratena. Okay. To be continued. Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you for the blessings that I have. Thank you for the blessings that I'm receiving. Now we're going to read from Krishna book, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. Continuing on. The advent of Lord Krishna. Let's continue. Kamsa became satisfied by the action of Vasudeva. He was surprised to see Vasudeva keeping his promise, and being compassionate upon him and pleased, he began to speak as follows. My dear Vasudeva, you need not present this child to me. I am not in danger from this child. I have heard that the 8th child born of you and Devaki will kill me. Why should I accept this child unnecessarily? You can take him back. When Vasudeva was returning home with his firstborn child, although he was pleased by the behavior of Kamsa, he could not believe in him because he knew that Kamsa was uncontrolled. An atheistic person cannot be firm in his word of honor. One who cannot control the senses cannot be steady in his determination. The great politician Chanakya Pandit said, never put your trust in a diplomat or a woman. Those who are addicted to unrestricted sense gratification can never be truthful, nor can they be trusted with any faith. Listen to that again. Those who are addicted to unrestricted sense gratification can never be truthful, nor they can be trusted with any faith. At that time, the great sage Narada came to Kamsa. He was informed of Kamsa's becoming compassionate to Vasudeva and returning his firstborn child. Narada was very eager to accelerate the descent of Lord Krishna as soon as possible. He therefore informed Kamsa that in Vrindavan, personalities like Nanda Maharaj and all the other coward men and their wives, and on the other side of Vasudeva, his father Shurasen, and all the relatives born in the family of Vrishni of the Yadu dynasty, along with all their friends and well-wishers, were actually demigods. Narada warned Kamsa to be careful of them, since Kamsa and his friends and advisors were all demons. Demons are always afraid of demigods. After being thus informed by Narada about the appearance of the demigods in different families, Kamsa at once became very much alarmed. He understood that since the demigods had already appeared, Lord Vishnu must be coming soon. He at once arrested both his brother-in-law Vasudeva and Devaki and put them behind prison bars. Within the prison, shackled in iron chains, Vasudeva and Devaki gave birth to a male child year after year, and Kamsa, thinking each of the babies to be the incarnation of Vishnu, killed them one after another. He was particularly afraid of the 8th child, but after the visit of Narada, he came to the conclusion that any child might be Krishna. Therefore, it was better to kill all the babies who took birth from Devaki and Vasudeva. Ooh, killing babies. That's what demons do. This action of Kamsa is not very difficult to understand. In the history of the world, there are many instances of persons in the royal order who have killed their father, brother, or whole family and friends for the satisfaction of their ambitions. There is nothing astonishing about this. For members of the demoniac, greedy royal order, there is nothing astonishing about this. For members of the demoniac, greedy royal order can kill anyone for their nefarious ambitions. Kamsa was made aware of this, of his previous birth, by the grace of Narada. He learned that in his previous birth he had been a demon of the name Kalanemi, and that he had been killed by Vishnu. Having now taken his birth in the Bhoja family, he decided to become the deadly enemy of the Yadu dynasty. Krishna was going to take birth in that family, and Kamsa was very much afraid that he would be killed by Krishna, just as he had been killed in his last birth. He first of all imprisoned his father Ugrasen because he was the chief among the Yadu, Bhoja, and Adaka dynasties, and he also occupied the kingdom of Shurasen, Vasudeva's father. He declared himself the king of all the places, of all such places. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purports of the first chapter of Krishna, the Advent of Lord Krishna. So Vasudeva and Devaki got married. Kamsa was their chariot driver. And then he heard an omen from the sky saying that the 8th child of Devaki was going to kill him. So he tried to kill Devaki. He took his sword out and he was about to kill Devaki. But then Vasudeva stepped in and said, no, Kamsa, don't do this. So Kamsa didn't kill Devaki at first. And then he kept them. And then he was cool at first. Devaki kept presenting the babies. Vasudeva would take the baby to Kamsa. And then all of a sudden Narada Muni came and he said, Kamsa, like all the demigods are appearing in Vrindavan. And Krishna's coming. So because he wanted to speed up the process of Krishna coming. So then Vasudeva heard that. Kamsa heard that from Narada. And then he's like, okay, I got to kill all these babies. At first, he was going to let the babies live. But as soon as Narada told him that, he's like, okay, I'm going to kill all the babies of my sister, Devaki. And then, and that's where we are. That's where we left off. So now Devaki and Vasudeva are in prison, and Kamsa is killing other babies. Okay, that's the beginning. That's the end of chapter 1. That's a recap, right? Finish chapter 1 of Krishna book, chapter 2 tomorrow, most likely. Hare Krishna. You got to read and you got to hear and chant every day. Otherwise, you're sabotaging yourself. Just do something at least every day. The more you do, the better. But you got to do something, because either you're serving yourself or you're sabotaging yourself with your actions. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Let's go. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Gora Hari, Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Gora Hari, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gora Hari, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gora Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Kama Sundar Radhe, Radhe Radhe Shama Sundar Radhe, Radhe Shama Sundar, Radhe Shama Sundar. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Sham, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham, Jai Jai Nitai, Jai Jai Gaur, Jai Jai Shri Damayapur. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Jaya Shri Vrindavan Dham, Jaya Tulsi Madani, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Muna Devi, Jaya Shri Vrindavan Dham, Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Nitai Gaura Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaura Haribo, Nitai Gaura Premanani Hari Haribo, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Sham. Hare Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Gauranga. Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda.